Absolutely. Hello.
Here we go.
Welcome.
Happy birthday.
It's winter, isn't it? Now. It's winter.
It is winter.
TLC 70, dude.
Happy
We're
birthday.
70 in. Happy birthday. What's it? I would say what birthday?
70th.
Happy 70th birthday.
I guess you could do that every episode, really. Come to think of it. Every episode's a birthday, right?
It is. It's 70 since the start, yeah. Yeah, I
There's,
guess it is 70,
go
isn't
on.
it?
Yeah.
70's a lot,
There's a really crazy stat about podcasts and how many make it to 100 episodes.
Is there?
Or 70 episodes, or 50 episodes, yeah.
Surely so many just plough on with no listeners, though.
Well, we are. Okay,
yeah, we got uniformed.
Only 10%. We are uniformed up. So, out of lower income podcasters, only 10% have ever published over 100 episodes. Did you know that?
Lower income podcasters.
I don't know why it says lower income. I don't understand that.
Surely some people just use it as like a diary.
Maybe. So 12% of podcasts have only published a single episode. 6% haven't made it past 2 episodes. Half of all podcasts have 14 or fewer episodes. That's crazy, dude. I was thinking about that just before. I was walking the dog right then, and I thought, wow, we're at 70. And I was like, this is the 3rd time I've been at 70 episodes. Did we? No. 2nd time. We didn't get to 70 for Lockdown Companion, did we? We hit 50 and then pieced out.
Yeah, 50, yeah.
But obviously I hit 70 with the regular episodes of the
Did you? Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
The Hooked Podcast,
yeah,
that's
that
right.
got to 101 or 2 or 3. I can't remember. 100 and something.
Mate, imagine when we get to 100. We sort of have got to 100 already, haven't we? Because we also did Where's Olly? And we sort of actually... We're sort of already 100 deep, aren't we?
We have. We just changed the name a little bit.
Yeah. But I like the name change because it means that we get the uniform. And hey, let me tell you, is this paint on my shirt or is it the design? It's hard to say with this guy because you know he paints some stuff. You know he is Home Improvement Harry right now.
Yeah, dude, looks good, huh? Correct.
It does look good,
correct in the uniforms today. Like you said before we hit record, man. Last week was a bit of a shambles.
It was
not really.
Episode.
People seem to dig it, but like
do you know
for me,
it felt
weird, dude.
Yeah, me too.
When it's different, the echo, but also I just don't like it when things are different. I think it's the OCD part of me. When things are different, I'm just off. Like something isn't clicking, I just feel off. I feel like if being on is a pendulum, and in the middle is like this, everything's normal. We got the backdrop, we got the uniform. We got no echo. We got reliable internet. That's the middle. The pendulum was swinging hard last week. I was out of sorts. We were on different times. We were rushing. Oh, I don't like it.
I'm with you. I'm actually completely 100% with you. I found it really, it's super difficult. It's stuff generally. I was talking to George about this on our walk earlier today.
Beautiful.
I like processes. I like things to have places. I don't know whether I've got some... Whether that's like... I know there's a risk of over
being too structured almost?
No, I was going to say there's a risk of like labelling everything. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But I feel like it is a bit OCD. But I find life way easier if the pens go in the pen pot. Do you know what I mean? The shoes go where the shoes go.
I feel you. I think I'm like that as well. I think everything's got to be in order for me to feel normal. I'm like that in the house, especially like you say. It's like as soon as like there's a pile of pots starting to stack up, I feel a bit out of sorts.
Yeah,
and
I do
there's
as well.
that famous quote, isn't that you know your house must be in order before you criticise the world.
Yeah,
and it's like you can't criticise stuff if everything behind you is a shambles. That's kind of how I feel. It's like if things are a little bit untidy. I'll before we record, I'll like tidy up in here a little bit. I'm like, okay, things are normal. I'm good. We can go. I'm surprised you're like that. I am and I'm not. Like, as I've got to know you more, like I'm not surprised, but I feel your life, with the greatest respect, your life's kind of chaotic, but you do like things to still be in order, but you do leave a lot to chance. Is that fair to say?
I don't know. My brain is very all over the place. So that
may be what it means.
So that's why I need to have my things in the same place. Like my computer needs to be in the same place. Otherwise, I'm just like, that really bothers me when everything is all over the place. It does get to me after a while. And I've noticed the same with since I've been Home Improvement Harry. Like I really require the building site to be clean and for tools to be in the same place. Otherwise, it just seems completely pointless. Like if every single time I look for my hammer, it's in a different place. It's like playing hide and seek with an inanimate object, and I don't want to play hide and seek with an inanimate object.
It's a waste of time as well, isn't it?
Such a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. You know, I was listening to. It's about efficiency. It's about not wasting time. I was listening to a podcast this morning. It's super interesting. If anyone's at all interested in business, I think it's a must listen. And it is. I always forget the guy's name. Not a great start to this, I'll be honest, but here we go. It's called Diary of a CEO.
Yeah.
And it is with the guy who was on Dragon's Den. Anyway, the guest is Ben Francis, who started Gymshark, and he was talking about how he loves processes, but also he was talking about these people, man, that become super wealthy, super successful in tech. They're just efficient people. They're just like, they get up, they get shit done. There's no fanning around. They're not tidy. They're not, you know what I mean? They're just in the zone, being efficient. And I love it when you have days like that. And feels recently, good, man, I haven't been feeling too efficient recently. I'm a little bit all over the place. Don't know why. I'm having a few days where I catch myself like, why are you on YouTube? It's like midday. You don't need to be on YouTube watching some vlog or whatever. You should just be focused and doing your thing. I'm good at it. The bar is pretty high. My bar is high. I'm good, but sometimes I've felt myself slipping a little bit recently, and I can't figure out why that is.
I'm putting my hand up in the air. I'm going to try and guess.
You have a question?
I have a question for Davey. Is it, because it's something I've really noticed since I've been back, the weather seems to have changed.
I think it is a little bit of it.
There's a seasonal effectiveness disorder.
There's a thing, isn't there, with that, and it definitely doesn't help, to be honest.
Do you feel that affects you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I think it's so dry. It's happened kind of drastic as well this year. It feels like it's gone from like beautifully sunny, riding, it's dry, to like pissing it down and dark. That seems to be what's happened this year, and it's like. And also, you know, you lose so much of your day. You've got to try and compact so much of your day into a short window, haven't you, of light? Especially if you're an outdoorsy person. 100%. Unless you like riding in the dark, but I'm not one of those savages. So,
no, I'm not. I think it's particularly dreary this year. I mean, I always it shouldn't really come as a surprise. You know, it's fucking November. It's going to be wet. It's like it's been the same every single year of both of our lives. You know what I mean? But. It does come up on you, doesn't it? It comes up quick.
It came up quick this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I was speaking to a plasterer today about it, and he was like, "Yeah, it's global warming. We get warmer summers with no rain, and then we're going to get really wet winters." It couldn't be more bro science. When you're on a building site. I don't know. But
it seems like it doesn't go like. I don't know. Does it go both extremes, or does it just go one way? So you just end up being warmer all the time. I don't know. Or cold all the time.
Rain doesn't tend to. I don't typically associate rain with the coldest days. Do you?
No, not
like
at
air
all.
Temperature.
No, not at all. Like recently up here, man, up in the north, it's been like 12 degrees, 13 degrees, but raining. It's quite nice in a way, but it still makes you not really want to do much. There's something about setting off in the rain that I don't like if I'm going to go do something outdoorsy. I don't like setting off in the rain. I don't mind being wet, but like I don't like the start of things being wet.
Yeah, I'm with you. It makes me laugh. You can see I get into the same frame of mind when I do go for rides and it's pissing it down, which is quite often, to be honest. I was on a walk earlier and there's this bloke running, and you can tell he's running towards me and it's pissing it down. And you can tell in his head he's in a Nike advert. You know what I mean?
Rocky. Okay.
Yeah, he's in a montage in a movie. He's like...
Sometimes you can do like a little extra ankle flick to get a little bit more rain to come up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You really lean into it.
Imagining the slow-mo. Like, do you have any slow-mo moments? Do you ever do that?
Yeah, I think sometimes when you actually see it, if you do get someone to film or something like that, you think that's fucking shit. What was I doing? Like, I'll do like, maybe you do a cutty or something and you're like, oh, that'll look so sick. Then you see it and you just go, it really didn't look too sick.
It's so
really
true.
Wasn't it at all.
I was thinking, like it's 6 a.m. and I'm in the gym and I'm doing deadlifts. And then if I saw myself, I'd be like, look at that scrawny loser with bad form doing deadlifts. Why is it so early? What's he got
Lifting
on today?
60k.
What's he got on today? Oh, he wants to go for a ride and he's got his podcast to record. What a loser, honestly. Yeah. I'm fully I like that though. The montage moment is something, isn't it?
It's a thing, isn't it?
The problem is when you're in it, it's cool, but when you notice it in someone else, then it's kind of lame, isn't it? And this guy was running towards me like he was running in slow motion. It was like, not literally, but he's like,
yeah. I had the same
himself.
thing in the gym actually the other day. There was a guy in there. Like sometimes when you're working out, you might get into what they call, I guess, like it's a flow state. And maybe your eyes become a little bit wider and you're in your zone and you're lifting and you're just like in it, and whoever looks at you don't matter because you're giving off that aura and that face that you're in it and you're grinding. But when you see someone else doing it, you're just like, you fucking idiot.
What are you training for, son?
Yeah, exactly. I had it the other day, man. I took pre-workout for the first time in years. Holy shit. Wow. It is like being on some sort of drug. Like, I guess it is a drug. It was like a pre-workout pump mix thing.
It's a lot, isn't it? Right, this is a
wow,
good segment.
I was in the zone, dude.
This is the first time we've talked about you being in the gym since you've done your gym, your latest gym.
Think?
Yeah. So this is catching up with Davi at the gym. So what's been going on, dude?
Just been like, dude, I just got this little thing in me a while ago, as you know, like just try and put a little bit more size on. I think after my injury last year, and then doing loads of running, I think I lost a lot of body mass. Not a lot, but a bit, enough. And then I've always just, you have this idea of yourself in your head, like how you look in a mirror. And I think it's important to always be trying to look pretty good naked. I think that's a good goal. There's no other goal for me at all, really. It's like I just want to look a little bit better naked. I want to just like fill out a t-shirt a little bit more. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I actually enjoy training. Like I enjoy it. Used to do it a lot as a youth, obviously, with the moto stuff. My dad used to be a bodybuilder. Dude, my dad used to be shredded. It's so funny.
Your dad used to be a bodybuilder?
Yeah, my dad used to be shredded, dude.
No
yeah,
way.
My dad I have like really, really clear memories of walking around with my dad. He used to wear like a gold gym, you know what I mean, vest.
Yeah.
And he was ripped up, dude. And he reminded me of this the other day. He goes, "Do you remember we were coming out of, there's like a leisure centre in my local village." He's like, "Do you remember we came out of that leisure centre and that woman pointed at me and said, 'Look at that man.'" And I was like, I don't remember that. I think that might have happened in your head, but shit like that did used to happen a lot, dude. My dad was stacked.
Look, personal question.
And he's only quite small too.
Was your dad on roids?
Well, this is the funny thing, because obviously as I've got a little bit into this, not even into this world, but it's more of an open topic now, isn't it? People talk about testosterone, TRT, like testosterone replacement therapy, isn't a bad thing. Like, you get older, your testosterone levels drop, and a lot of men, you only have to listen to Rogan, and any guest that goes on there probably talks about taking TRT, upping your testosterone levels, and it's not really a bad thing. It's like taboo, but it's not, it shouldn't be, right? Steroids, anabolic steroids, a little bit different vibe. But definitely, man, I've asked him so many times. I'm like, well, you were doing something. And he's always like, no, never touched anything.
Was he
full natty? Yeah, full natty. I don't think he would have done it. He did used to train in some pretty sketchy gyms and stuff. Like he was a full like barbell dude.
Interesting.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it now, but he's still, mate. Even up until he's lost it obviously a lot now. He's a little bit older. My dad is 60, he was 65 day before yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'll tell him.
Do.
He might listen. But anyway, he's still pretty bodied up though. He's obviously still got a really active job as a car. He's counting money probably. It's a car dealer. But yeah, he's still pretty bodied up, my dad. When he takes his shirt off, he's still like, fucking hell, he's still got some pecs and arms on him and stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. I like the idea of it staying, don't you? But I think...
I do.
In all honesty,
like the idea of it staying.
I think the moment I stopped going to the gym I mean, I'm not big as I am. So the moment I stop going to the gym, I'm just going to be my natural body shape is just pathetic.
Is it more basketball?
Mate, no, it's just
basketballers are stacked, actually, aren't they?
Yeah, it's so skinny and honestly, yeah, I've had to go to the gym for decades now, and to look like I look now, which is like.
You should be proud, mate. You should be very proud.
No, it's not what I was getting at. I was getting like I don't look like anything. I look like a normal bloke.
Yeah,
I want to look like a fucking Hawk in Gladiators. Do you remember Hawk in
Gladiators? Yeah, big back. Yeah, big traps.
Yeah, big traps. Yeah.
Yeah. So dude. I've just been working on. I got like a little routine every day. Like I've been trying to go. I go Monday, Tuesday, early, like 5 a.m. Try and get to the gym. I take Wednesday off. Thursday I go, and then Friday I go in the mid afternoon. And just I like my Friday gym sessions lately. Like they're like you walk in there and you just listen to your body. If your body says I'm going to do deadlifts, you do deadlifts. If your body says I don't really want to do much there, I'm just going to stretch. You go stretch. Yeah, I'm enjoying those ones.
So what's the standard loop? I like hearing someone's standard gym loop. It's good. So do you do a loop each day that's the same, or do you do different parts?
No, it's different for those 3 days. I'll tell it you, dude. I've got a little thing, obviously, in my phone because we're both, note makers, aren't we? I take notes. Everything's a note. So this is what I did this morning. This is upper body 1. So it's cable row, just on the cable row machine.
Nice.
As in, like, not a rowing machine, like cable row. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you make the noises on the cable row?
Not really going heavy enough, really. But yeah, I'll do maybe I'll do a little.
Do you?
I'll give it one. Yeah, I'll give it one. Maybe. Yeah. I got the weights written down as well. If you give a shit, I got the because then I'm like trying to go up every 2 weeks. I'm trying to go up a little bit.
So so what do they look? You go on the cable row machine. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Group 10 reps.
8 reps.
8 reps. Okay, and then for
2 warm-up sets. 2 warm-up sets. So like low rep, usually like 32 kilogram on the cable row.
Yeah.
2 reps. Two sets of 8.
Yeah.
Just to warm up. Obviously in between, move around a little bit. Maybe try and touch your toes, which I can't do. Maybe touch your shins or your knees. Move on, and then we go a little bit heavier for the last 3 sets.
Yeah.
Try and drop set in the middle if you can. So with the cable row, you can literally do the cable row and then just step off it and just do a set of press ups after. That's kind of my vibe.
Oh,
that.
Cool.
Okay,
yeah.
So we do that.
So we've got pulling.
Then we got pulling. Yeah, I'm not breaking it down to body parts. I don't have enough time, dude. Like I try and get in the gym for 45 minutes maximum. It's like in, pump, go, out. Yeah. I don't want to be hanging around. I don't look at my phone. I'm not taking in selfies, fucking replying to people. No, I'm not vlogging. There's enough of those ones in there. I'm not.
Are there people vlogging in your gym at 5 a.m?
Yes.
No, there's not. There's vloggers in there.
There's a guy who sets up his camera in there and stuff, yeah.
Is he just checking form?
I've seen a rock star in there this morning.
Who?
A rock star.
Did you? Who?
Yeah. Olly Sykes. He's in Bring Me the Horizon.
Really? What was he working on? What was Olly working on? Was he fucking more core, was it, today? Or was it...
Yeah, a little bit more core.
There's something weird about... What's the term where you talk about your body and like for me it's really weird. You talk about your body as if it's a separate entity. Do you know what I mean?
Like the rig.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like even my body, tell me even that is weird for me. Just like that your body is separate.
Yeah,
it's not.
I feel you. The thing is with this though, man, what you have to always remember with any sort of training, whether it's cardio, whether you're trying to get, maybe you want just run a 10k, it takes a long time, and it takes a long time to transform your body.
It's dull.
Like it's not, dull, and that's the thing, right? It is dull as dishwater, and that is the thing. We are in this instant gratification mentality now with everything, right? That you want to just see the guy on Instagram, maybe you follow whatever Instagram, Joe Aesthetics or whatever on Instagram, and you just go, I don't look like that.
That is so true. Yeah.
Get ready. It's going to take you 20 years. It is. It's going to take you a long time,
and it's going to affect you so much more.
Yeah,
than you
the
might
dedication, food you're going to eat. If you want to get like that, like it's just not a realistic thing, right?
No.
There's a really good guy I follow on Instagram.
Go on. Sorry.
Diamond Cut Fitness. He's really good on Instagram. He went viral years ago. He's like a former soldier, I think. Always wears like army kit. He's like a American army
Yeah,
it's a bit cooler than our army kit, isn't it? It looked kind of cool in like the boots and stuff. And he's really good to follow. So it's good to get inspiration from that stuff, but you can't ever look at it and go, I'm going to try that in the morning, because you're just going to fucking fail.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just very much at the moment, it's like core movements, like really core. You know, you've got your really basic stuff, squat, deadlift, row, bench press, like really basic stuff, and just doing them every week. Just keep going, keep trying to get up the weight a little bit, and then we're going to get to a point in another maybe like month, maybe a month and a half, and then we'll just change everything up again and just keep doing that. That's my routine.
Nice.
So,
I like it.
I kind of like this stuff. I kind of like it. I'm not.
Mate, me too. I absolutely love it. I've been doing the same approximate thing for a very long time.
And are you trying to? Do you try and go up, or do you? Let's say you go into the gym, and let's say your cable row is 32. Let's just say 32 kilogram or something. Are you happy at that at 8 reps, or do you go, right, I can either squeeze out another rep, or I can go up a little bit on the next set?
So in the last couple of years, I've been going down. I've obviously changed the whole time, but I've been going from let's say a set of 10. I have no way of knowing. I forget that this is a podcast. I have no way of knowing if this is even remotely interesting.
I find it interesting, so that's...
Yeah, okay, that's good. So
as far as this goes, it's all that matters.
I go from 10... Yeah, exactly, yeah, fuck it. Okay, so I go from 10. I'm currently doing like 5, so a way higher weight. And I have been for a bit, and basically that was something that got introduced by Bernard's trainer last year. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, obviously, it goes up and down in whatever plan we're doing. But I really like lifting... Fuck, it's such a confusing one to talk about for me, because I say I really like lifting heavier weights, but then I actually hate the feeling of it. Like, I don't have a problem with doing more reps and that feeling of like it burning, whereas I really hate the feeling of like
the
barely
strenuous
having enough. Yeah. So I quite like doing the thing that I hate more, if you know what I mean. So I've always tried to be good at the exercises that I absolutely despise. And like before, I never really hated squats, for instance. So I never really focused on them. I hated bench. Something about it was just like, this is pointless. It's like, when am I ever going to have something stuck on top of me that I have to push off? You know what I mean? And then because of that, I then sort of focused on it because I hated it so much. Literally, the feeling of lying down, I just fucking hate it. So a lot of the gym, it's a weird balance for me of really liking it and really hating it. One thing I know I do like is the feeling, probably right now, that you're feeling and I'm feeling, is just, you've been. Yeah. And that alone is just a box ticked in your head, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what? And I had the same thought this morning, driving to the gym at 5:05, let's say.
Yeah.
Thinking, what the fuck? Like, I don't have to... I could just be in bed. Like, I literally don't need to do this. It's a 15-minute drive away. I don't need to be doing this. But then the drive home is so different.
Yeah.
Like, the sun's just coming up. You just like, I've like ticked that off. Or like,
you've got the whole
it's
day.
6:35 and I've ticked it off. Like, that is so sick to me. So I think, there's more to it than just that. And also, I do like, I'm not going to lie, sometimes you take your shirt off and you go, oh, that's changed a little bit. That's cool. All right. And that's like sometimes the motivation that you need. Good. It's like if you're a biker and you start seeing your legs change, you're like, fuck, like, I never noticed that muscle there. My quads are getting bigger. All right, I'm going to pedal more.
Never happened for me. Jeez.
It's true though, right? Some people, it is motivating. And ultimately, I think with anything, physical and mental, it's just about being prepared for whatever life keeps throwing at you. It's exactly what I sent an email out today to our email subscribers. If you're not already on, link in the show description. Every week I try and do a weekly email on a Monday. It's like a motivation-y sort of thing, a little bit talking about life. And I was talking about how I wrote a little thing about like how life will always keep throwing you curveballs. Like, life does keep getting harder a lot of the time, and you have to just make sure that you are physically and mentally prepared to take that on. And if being physically fit is, going to help you get out of a situation one day, I don't know, mentally fit to get out of something that happens to you that's really traumatic, then you have to just equip yourself as best you can for life to just keep throwing shit at you.
Absolutely.
Make sense?
No, I think I reckon there's a lot of there's I don't know, like here, when you're almost reluctant to say you want to be able to look in the mirror and be stoked, There's nothing stupid about that, dude. That's good.
No,
to
I
just
don't think
feel
so. I think
happy
it's a good
within your own
motivator.
skin is one of the biggest things. It is
Totally.
truly. And then
Totally.
and also I think it goes with exactly what you say about the email as well. It's like if you feel fit and strong and, dare I say it, elite, you know, you feel like the best version of yourself that you could be. I feel like you just hold yourself in a different way. And then it makes you approach situations differently.
I've always been really scared of that. I've always been really scared of not being in a good enough shape to get out of something, like a situation that might happen, both physically and mentally, dude. I'm talking mental game as much as anything. But like, you know, you often see people, unfortunately, that aren't in a good physical state, and it's like it's not that difficult. I don't mean that, but like it only takes a few changes and a little bit of dedication, and you could run away from that thing that's chasing you or whatever, you know. And I think it's important to always bear that in mind, to be honest. And just to revert this back, obviously, okay, slightly different tangent here, but like I was on the TV last week, right?
Yes,
and
that's first I used that, notes, dude.
Okay, well, I used that as like a catalyst to talk about this thing because obviously it was on the TV and it was like kind of weird to watch, to be honest. Like it's very rare that you see yourself in that state. I watched it with my dad, his partner, and my girlfriend, and it's kind of like a weird experience, to be honest, because not that it was a weird experience. It was a weird experience. Like, you know, my dad got a little bit upset, you know, seeing his son on TV, he's like fucking shaking and can't breathe and shit. I was like trying to laugh it off a little bit, just trying to be like, oh god, this is gnarly. And it was like a really weird experience, and then it only like really sank in after that it was as bad as it maybe was. You know, I got a lot of DMs and stuff, and thank you everyone, obviously, if you watched and reached out and stuff and said nice things. That it was like a thing, like it really was a thing last year, like that happened, and that could have been so much worse than what it was. Like I could have not been found and could have been in a world of shit. And I sort of used that as a catalyst to talk about, like, after that I did a lot of thinking, a lot of time in bed, and just thought not that it wasn't avoidable because I was in a pretty good physical fitness state before that, but I never want to leave anything on the table that is to do with fitness. Like I recovered quickly because I was relatively fit anyway, and I just like dedicated myself, and mentally I dedicated myself to getting stronger and back straight away. We were recording an episode within like 2 weeks, right? We're like, fuck it.
Exactly. I only had to do
carry
one
on.
solo. Thank fuck for that as well.
Yeah, thank God. But yeah, I don't know, man. I use that as a bit of a catalyst that, you know, life will keep throwing you these curveballs, whether it's injuries or bad things happening in your life that are out of your control. But if you do dot your I's and dot your I's and cross your T's on the mental and physical game, like, you can overcome more than what you think.
Yeah, for sure, dude, for sure. I think it's exactly that, and that's what you're doing at 5 a.m. And it's not.
You're just preparing.
You just tick it off, even in a micro scale for that day. You've just ticked it off. You've just ticked off activity. You're not going to feel like a lout if you stay in front of the computer for the whole day, because you already know that you've done that. Even if you eat crisps all day, you're still going to be like, well, you know, I am eating crisps all day, but I did go to the gym
burn some calories in the morning. Yeah, exactly.
There's something in it.
So,
it feels good. I wish it for everyone. I actually do. And it's like, if you see someone who's overweight, I would never make fun of it, but I do want. I want it for them. I want the feeling of that. That feeling is a really nice feeling. I want it for. You just know that each one of those individuals would feel better. Full stop.
Yeah.
They'd be able to cope with life's ups and downs by doing something that's kind of arguably a bit like I always think it's a bit that I go to the gym so much, or that I'm really into being fit and stuff. You know, it's a bit jockey, isn't it? But there's wisdom in it. That's what I'm really getting at. Yeah.
I don't know if it is. I used to look at it like that a little bit. It used to be like, you wanted to be like a gym bro. There was definitely a culture when I was a little bit younger, like mid-20s, when there was a lot of people getting jacked just for the sake of going into a nightclub and standing around and looking jacked. But it's not really how I use it personally. It's more about being functional. I always think this, like, when I'm driving, especially with some of the shit cars and vans that I used to drive, you know, you get like 20 mile away from the destination, like a shop or home, and you go, if this broke down now, I could still run home. That's kind of a cool feeling sometimes, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool feeling. You're like, I could get out of this situation. Whatever happens, I can get out of this situation and get back home. I like that. I often think that whenever I'm driving anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thought that,
I tell you what, whilst we're on the subject of fitness,
yeah,
I want to go back. Actually, I want to go back to your thingy, but your accident, because that's my number one notes thing. I want to talk to you more about it because I still have been unable to see it because I was away. It was in the wrong region. I couldn't watch it.
Okay.
But is there a link yet?
No. Well, I don't know, dude. I sent you the footage.
You sent me the footage?
Yeah, I sent it to you. Yeah, I sent it to you on the Ride Companion group.
Oh, okay. I'll check that out then.
Yeah. It's all right.
That's the whole thing is filmed on the TV screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Right. Okay. I'll watch it.
It's a little bit ghetto, but like I believe it's
on full ghetto.
It's full ghetto. I believe. I mean, it was on the Really channel, which is part of the Discovery Network, I think. So apparently it's on Discovery Plus, but I haven't.
Okay.
A lot of people have hit me up and asked to see it, so I don't know where they can see it. To be honest, I'll find out.
Yeah, I really want to watch it and have more of a chat with you about it because
yeah, fine. That's no
I
problem.
haven't been able to yet. So, well, I have. Okay. I didn't realise I had pirate footage of it. Literally,
yeah, my dad's partner literally just recorded the TV and then just sent it me. So,
oh, wicked.
Yeah, it's kind of all there. It's gnarly, dude. It's not nice to like. It's not nice, especially when what hit me was the interview with the paramedic who was like, "Yeah, we can hear all of the air escaping out of his lung, and you can see his ribs are moving." And I was like, "Ooh."
What about it is different? What about it is weird about watching it for you?
That it sounds crazy that it's me. It's weird that it's me.
Because you can't remember?
To watch it. Can't remember. I have no recollection of any of it.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
weird.
I'm like talking to them as well. Like I'm talking. I'm like, oh, this is my second time to be in an air ambulance. Like trying to make jokes and like asking them if I can help with anything, trying to move around. But I have no recollection of any of that. Yeah, I do vaguely remember. You'll see if you watch the footage, like being in shock. So I'm shaking like crazy. Like I'm shaking, like going like mad. And I vaguely remember that and being like quite worried. I'm like, I can't breathe and I can't stop shaking, sort of thing.
So shaking is just in shock. It's just it's not because you're cold, or it's not because you're...
No, it wasn't cold. It was a red hot day. It was. It can't have been that. It must have been. I think it's in shock, or I don't know.
Adrenaline.
Body's just maybe just body's just fighting to stay alive. I guess in a way. I mean, running on one cylinder, dude. It
does it? Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah. But my friend Jordan, who's featured in the thing, we went to the gym with him the other day, and he was like, honestly, like even him seeing it back, he's like, I forgot how pretty scary that was. You know, I mean, the fact that you'll see it, man. Like the air ambulance got lost, couldn't find me. There's all sorts of stuff that I didn't really know about.
Yeah,
it ended up parking a little bit too far away. Had to come back over. I don't remember any of it. So yeah,
that is really weird to have just a gap of memory. It's super.
But also,
weird,
then it's on TV. That's kind of like the weirdest thing because, like, those things, you know, everyone listening to this no doubt's had a bike crash or something happened to them, and it's just gone. You've forgotten about it. Maybe someone was there. They might have taken a few cheeky photos or something, or maybe some whatever GoPro footage. But to see it on like TV narrated, fucking weird. Like so weird, and for it to be the second time as well, it's like even weirder. I mean, it's just like, what are the chances?
Yeah, it is weird.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it is, dude. It was gnarly. Like it's way gnarlier than what I even remember it being.
Yeah.
Really lucky. Super lucky. Super lucky to be found.
Yeah.
And to have got out of that situation, have good people around me. So shout out Jordan, who was straight there to the rescue to help, and the lady who found me, who I've actually lost touch with, which is really sad. But yeah, we were talking to her after it happened, but I've lost touch with her. Yeah, Yorkshire Air Ambulance as well. Massive shout out to Yorkshire Air Ambulance, because without them, we'd be Fucksville in that situation. There's no way I was getting out of those woods on my own, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So it's pretty. You'll see.
Yeah,
pretty deep in the woods.
I'd love to ask you more about it. To be honest, I don't know if I've got a comparative.
I have asked them if I can get the footage.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be nice to do like a watch along.
Nice little fucking Christmas viewing, isn't it? Yeah, sit down with the family.
Yeah, they did ask. She said she can send it on DVD, but they've got to go through some licensing stuff to see if we can use it on the channel.
You're like, yeah, fuck off,
So
Dad.
we'll
We're not watching Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. We're not watching Home Alone, Dad. Turn this shit off.
Ambulance ER.
Let's watch this. Let's watch raw footage of me with my lungs punctured. Turn the volume up. We can hear the whistle. We can hear the death whistle. Oh, good on you, dude. I look forward to seeing it in a weird sort of way, in a sort of a car crash sort of way.
Yeah, all good. So, let's cover that. We'll do it again. We'll go through it again next week. Let's let people watch it if they want to watch it. If anyone's got questions, feel free to fire them over.
Yeah,
also, if you haven't seen
and
you can't, we'll find the link.
Yeah.
But if you're really struggling, drop a message to the hotline, and I'll put the footage there, and I can just send it back to you. So if you really want to watch like my ghetto,
it's like 50,000 people. If all of the audio listeners did
that's
this,
fair actually.
Do you know what I mean? You've got
maybe don't. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I forget sometimes that's just not even. Wait, we'll post a link.
Audio listeners. So Dave, you got any other favours? Any other? Apparently he's offering lifts from the airport as well now. And if anyone needs any salt or sugar, then just pop a question in the hotline, and he will hand deliver it. Not a problem.
I do forget sometimes, man. It feels like a small community.
It does.
But it's kind of not anymore.
It's us two knobs on Skype, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man, that's
there you
great.
go. Good on you. Well, I got back from 10 days. More than 10 days, really. So I've done a 10-day stretch. It
felt a lot longer.
Yeah, I know, right? I've done a 10-day stretch with GR5 with Rob Warner. I've done a 5-day shoot in Scotland, and then I've done a 10-day stretch in Spain. And by the way, all of this, I'm only riding e-bikes for all of this.
Really? Yeah. Wow.
So your boy got back
electric
in,
legs,
and it couldn't have been more of a gloomy day. I meant to Google this, actually. It looked all weird. The light looked all weird, and I wondered whether it was one of those Sahara things. You know when that happens?
There's a thingy sun tonight, isn't there? There's a lunar eclipse tonight.
Is there?
Yep.
What from? What's happening?
What's a lunar eclipse?
I mean, what kind of lunar eclipse? Is it like...
Why are they all different?
Well, is it... I don't know. I'm feeling... I'm very, very carefully treading
I'm on
around
it now.
To find out.
I'm on it now.
It just
I'm
means
finding
the moon
out.
blocks the...
On Tuesday, the Earth, Sun and Moon will align to create a blood moon eclipse. It will be the last total lunar eclipse until 2025.
Nice. We got to watch that. We could do a watch along.
And you saw it, dude, before it even happened.
There you go. Incredible.
You felt it.
I felt it coming in my bones. It must be because I'm a Sagittarius. I don't know what star sign I am. I just wanted to.
Are you Sagittarius? I'm Sagittarius.
I have no idea what I am.
When's your birthday? Month? I know you don't. 23rd of what?
We're not getting birthday messages, dude. Look, 20 January. We're not doing the fucking birthday thing. I hate birthdays.
I know you
January,
do.
yeah. It's January, so I don't know what I am. Unicorn.
You're a fucking unicorn, that's for sure. You're definitely unique.
Sucks to be born in Cancer, doesn't it? It's just not. You know what I mean? If you love star signs and then people are like, "Oh, you're Cancer," that's not very nice, is it?
Someone up the street's got a private number plate which reads Cancer. It makes me chuckle every day. Like, who's driving around with that? Well, it's spelled different. It's like K-A. It's K. It must be. It's like K-A-N-S-R. Yeah, K-A-N-S and then an R at the end.
What sort of savage gets a Cancer number plate?
I don't know. I feel like it's someone's initials, but when you read it, it just says Cancer. Anyway,
a terrible number plate. What other terrible number plates could we get? Should we try and get... Nah, I'm not going to play this game because if there's no...
Talk about Spain.
Yeah, let's just... Yeah, the Spain, yeah. So, right, so I've come back. It's really, really rainy. The ground is completely saturated. By the sounds of things, it's been raining since I left. I don't know. It certainly seems that way. And your boy's been... I've been riding a lot. I've been doing relentless laps, battery after battery. I've had, a lot of biking under my belt, but it's all been on the new Bosch. So on e-bike, and I'm not one for the eco mode on e-bikes. I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm on an e-bike, We're going turbo. We're not fucking about. We're playing for keeps. So I've got back. I've got on my normal bike. truly, this happened. I went down my drive. I stopped, and I had to check if I thought I had a puncture first of all, and then I had
dragging something.
I was like, no, the good years are up. They're fine. We've got a solid 30 psi in the back. Yeah. It must be the brakes. No, the brakes are working. And the freewheel is just spinning so freely. Obviously, it's the M-Pulse Stan's hub, so it spins with zero drag, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So then I start looking at the front end. And it was so hard. It was like, whilst I was looking at the front end of the bike, I was like, I had that horrible rising feeling of like, oh no, you got something called e-bike legs.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I've got my first case of e-bike legs. Normally I do...
I get it.
I had it because I ride so many mixed bikes that I've never had it before. I've never had that feeling, if I'm honest. I've always got on a normal bike and I've been like, fucking hell, this thing's mint. And then I get on an e-bike and I'm like, fucking hell, this thing's mint. I tell you what, I did not feel that way when I got on there, and I wheezed my way around a lap.
That's funny. Do you feel like you've lost fitness?
100%, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How interesting!
Cardio
wow.
Wise, if I've done 25 days on the trot just in turbo mode, I've lost cardio.
True.
I've done a lot of descending, so I probably am. Maybe I'm strong. Maybe I'm fast. I don't know. Maybe I've done a lot of squats or whatever. But pedaling wise and lung wise, I was just like, I couldn't believe it.
That's fucking hilarious.
Doesn't take
That's
long.
So
it takes
funny.
a mile down the road and you forget. But I really noticed it to start with, which I thought was really funny. I wrote it down.
I honestly have the same thing. I have the first bike I got a Focus was an e-bike, which I rode exclusively e-bike for 4 months, maybe a little bit longer, until this jam came.
Yeah.
No, the other jam, not even this one. Anyway, and when I first got on it, I was like, this is not how I remember a bike to feel like. This is weird. It feels like I'm dragging something. Like, I'm like looking behind, like I'm dragging something. Yeah. Like I can't. This isn't right. But I still have it. Like I get that every time almost. I jump on the regular. Yeah. I'm like, this isn't fucking. What's going on here? Okay, this is how it feels. And then, like you say, you get a mile down, and you're like, oh,
they're so pingy though, aren't they?
But also, what I find, so sick. What I think's quite interesting is I ride my e-bike like the opposite to you, because I don't have many friends up here who have them. I've got like one guy I ride with mainly actually who's got an e-bike. But so I ride in eco mode all the time. I'm like super weird about it. Yeah. I'm really weird about it. I very rarely go into trail, like really rare. Even when I'm on my own.
Yeah.
Even on I did an e-bike loop on Saturday, and I don't think I'll have ever gone out of eco.
How interesting.
Ever. Yeah. I don't know if that's right or wrong. I don't know. I just feel like
there's no right and wrong.
I feel like I got like pretty fit on that e-bike year before last, or last year, whatever it was.
Yeah, no doubt.
I feel like I did, like because I was just eco mode everywhere, like. I felt like I got fitter, if anything. Weird. I don't know, man. I need to go out and do more, just like blasting around. I don't do it. Like I'm literally on an e-bike and I'm still grinding up hills.
Especially on the steeps. It's bloody good on steeps. Yeah. For sure.
That's funny. I'd love to know if anyone else has that. Do you have like e-bike? Is that what it's called? E-bike legs.
E-bike legs, bad.
E-bike legs.
Like, terrible e-bike legs. I couldn't believe it. But we're good now. We're back in the game. We're back in the gym. We're back home. We're back.
Yeah. How long are you home for? Are you going to be around for a bit now, or have you got anything planned?
I'm home for a minute now. And DIY Darren is hoping to move in. We're hoping to move in on December the 1st. I talked to the guys. Thanks very much. Thank you. I talked to the guys on site, and apparently that's like a saying. So obviously they've got 5-10 jobs on, and every single one of those jobs is we're moving in by Christmas. We're going to be in by Christmas.
Thing. Yeah, that's the thing for a lot of things. It's like we're going to get a new sofa. By Christmas.
It's going to be in by Christmas. Yeah, it's going to
be in by Christmas. Like Christmas Eve, and then Christmas comes, and you're just like, I don't even care. What is it?
Yeah, but all this going away has been tough. It's really hard to stay on top of things when you're not there. And believe it or not that I'm the captain of the ship by any means. You know, if I am, then it's a sinking ship. It's a terrible ship. But it requires someone there to move it forwards, and it's really, really frustrating going away and just knowing that it's just empty, and you're not getting anywhere, and you're not getting any closer to your goals. But I think we're finally cracking it. we're painting, we're plastered, we're going to have lights in soon, we're going to have electricity, we're going to have heating.
I wish you'd filmed some of this. I know I said it a million times. Probably not on air, but like,
yeah,
I really do. I had a conversation with someone today, and I was talking about you and like some of the movements that you're making down south, and they were like, "Oh, is he filming this stuff?" And I was like, "Nah." He goes, "Oh, that would have been so fun." I don't know. I feel like YouTube, the YouTube thing, you don't have to stay in your lane too much personally. But I appreciate you have, and you've not done it. It's added stress, it's added editing, it's more time.
Yeah.
But it would have been kind of fun to see it. I don't know. It would have been fun.
But it's just, I think it's the. You see it every time on like. Not to compare Grand Designs to what my shitter, but like everyone they're not prepared for what's coming up, and I sort of did know I was not prepared. It was the job was too big for me, and it was of a magnitude that I wasn't aware of. Like when you see it, you're just going to be like, well, it's not finished. But to get it to this not finished stage is so much work, and so if I had filmed it, I don't know.
Apparently that Matt Does Fitness YouTube guy, he's just doing one now, a house renovation. Apparently he's getting more views than any of his fitness stuff.
How interesting. Yeah, I probably should have.
Yeah, well, it's what it is.
Well.
It is what it is.
Well, yeah.
It is what it is.
Who knows? To be honest, at this stage, it sort of feels like it's the worst possible time that you could do it. And by the time my 2-year fixed rate mortgage comes up, I'm probably going to have to sell the house anyway, because if you believe what everyone's saying about interest rates, and I try not to, I try and take everything with a pinch of salt, it's not really very fun or exciting. But this is an advert, by the way. Oh, Davey, I've had a tough week. I'm really struggling. Christmas is coming, and as you know, I'm a fucking organised person, right?
Yeah, super organised person.
But I am. I'm super.
We'll run it anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to find ways. Look, every year George buys me the same Primark underwear, and my dick gets put against my leg, and my balls come out the other leg, and I don't know what to do. It rides up my back. It rides up my back. I don't know how. Equally, I find it really hard. Right? I find it really hard. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to drop the hint. I can't just like say, look, underpants you've been getting me for the last since I've known you 6 years of my life. The underpants you've been getting me, they're no good. They're no good. They just go to the back of the drawer. I tell you what I want. I want Saks underwear.
Yeah. Okay, man. All right, we got you. All right. So let me just give you a quick rundown then of what Saks I think are going to be best for you with those issues, man. Especially the dick round the back thing. That's an issue that a lot of guys are having at the moment. So especially riding, right? Sitting on a saddle, you don't want that thing hanging out the back. Yeah, you don't want the balls off the side of the saddle.
No.
Yeah, like a tail sometimes, right? Just flapping away out.
And then sometimes it flaps around, because if it goes out the leg, it goes in the wheel. Oh my god!
It's a nightmare. Yeah. So Saks can be quite confusing. There's a lot of different models, but I'm going to give you my top 3 Christmas picks, dude. These are the ones that you're gonna drop a hint to your girlfriend or your partner, and you're gonna be like, this is the pair that I want for Christmas. All right, these are tremendous gifts. Get it? Okay. Tremendous. All right. So first of all, we're going to go with the Day Tripper, right? The reason that I love the Day Tripper, Ollie, is an entry level to the brand. £20 retail price, right? Polyester, of course. Every pair of Saks has got the patented ballpark pouch. Can you see right there? You're going to slip your nuts in there. They're not going to be hanging out the side. The one piece is going to be straight down the middle. It's going to say center lined like a pendulum. Brilliant. All right. So that's the Day Tripper. Beautiful pair to get you into the brand. Entry level, you know what it's about. Then for the more outdoorsy gentlemen, okay, maybe you love walking, biking, long days out, getting hot, sweaty, cold, wet, rainy, whatever, you're out. The Quest 2.0, all right,
okay,
made of micro mesh, dude. So as soon as they get hot and sweaty or moist, they'll wick away the moisture, keep you cool and dry. They'll keep the gooch nice and dry as well. You're not going to be slipping around on the saddle, which is, again, problems.
Yeah, I've been swamp ass in those other Christmas pants. Swamp ass.
You will do, mate. You will do. So, yeah, the Quest, antimicrobial too. So you're not going to come home smelling like arseholes. You're going to smell fresh as a daisy.
I've been smelling like... It's like you know everything I've... Yeah, okay. What's the next one? I'm writing that down. That's called the Quest.
Okay, so number 3, the Kinetic. All right, the Kinetic are made for active people. Semi-compression fit. They're going to stay where they need to be. They're not going to ride up. They're not going to ride down. They're not going to give you an awful T wedgie, which you just don't want. They are fitted around a man's major muscle groups. What does that mean? It means they're made of 9 mesh panels fitted around your major muscle groups. Don't fall down. Don't ride up. All right? Of course. They got the ballpark pouch in there, dude.
Yeah, they do. With the pink highlight. I like that, yeah.
Yeah, dude. All right.
That's nice. So, yeah. They've got a nice thick waistband as well, haven't they?
Nice thick waistband. The waistband is actually anti-roll. I'm glad you've mentioned that. The waistband doesn't roll over and stick in your stomach. You know, like those cheap underwear that you've been getting when you sat on the saddle and you got it sticking in your belly, especially if you've got a bit of an overhang.
I was about to say.
Yeah, you don't get it. So these wick away moisture as well. Keep you cool and dry. Antimicrobial, not going to smell like arseholes. It's a win-win, dude. And of course, we're going to come to the podcast family with an offer. All right? We've partnered with urbansurfer.com. Head to urbansurfer.com, enter the code The Ride Companion. What is it?
Is it The Ride Companion?
Yeah, enter the code The Ride Companion. That's going to give you 10% off any pair of sacks. Just in time for Christmas, dude. Get that Christmas shopping in. It's a win-win for everyone. You're not going to be unwrapping bad gifts like you've done for 35 years or however old you are, right?
That's good. Can I just say as well, maybe we can make it so you just tag your other half below.
Yeah, tag them down below, yeah.
It's like a hint then, isn't it? It's like
just share the episode with them as well, maybe. Just like share it.
Yeah, just
like, oh, watch this. I think you'll enjoy it. Maybe around this sort of timestamp.
Check out this clip, you know?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's just thinking, I've bought him underpants for the last 10 years of life and he hates them.
Yeah.
But it's a nice way to tell her, isn't it?
Yeah, it's subtle.
Yeah, real subtle. That's
real
how we keep
subtle.
It.
Yeah.
Just like our adverts. Thanks, Sax.
Thanks, Sax. No, it's not. You know, if you go on like Rightmove right now and you like look at a house, it automatically puts it at 6%.
Oh man,
which is just terrifying. Yeah, I have this conversation a lot. Obviously, me and Emma have been looking at houses for years, and it's like we've never made a move because there's always something. But it's like, when do you admit that there's always going to be something?
Exactly.
There's got to be a point where you go, well, this is it. Like there's always going to be but hopefully not always going to be a pandemic or a housing crash or a interest rate or whatever.
That's exactly
cost
of
living crisis. Yeah. Like, there's always something. I feel like it's all come at once though at the moment.
Yeah, well, it certainly feels that way, doesn't it? But then it's like, you say there's always something, and then you zoom out and you look at it on a graph, and it's like it's been pretty stable, really. The housing market.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it's just gone like this at the end, or not, or is it not?
I mean, it has a bit, but it's just if you take an average, it's going like this the whole time. But if you take an average, it's pretty stable, really. Houses generally have been very stable throughout all number of different things, different financial crises and this and that. So it's like there's never a right time to do fucking anything. If you're risk averse, it's really difficult, and I find it really difficult because I'm not. I'm actually not impulsive in any way. I'm not actually. I might seem like a bit silly, but it doesn't translate to like.
It sounds even from the conversation at the start. It's quite calculated.
Yeah,
really.
It is. It's like I have to. I just can't. I've never had money, so I can't be. I can't be bonkers with it. I can't do it. When I see people being bonkers with it, I'm in awe. I find it amazing.
I'm exactly the same as you. That's so interesting. That's exactly how I am. So like, always not really had anything. Buying this house, I remember when we bought this house, which now we've outgrown, etc. Obviously, we've outgrown it a lot, but it was a struggle. It was like, fuck, like how am I going to pay this mortgage every month? Oh my god! Now it's at a point where we're really quite comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not saying not wealthy, not by a long shot, but like comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's hard then to move out of that. And go like, right, we're going to go back to that, like, how am I going to pay this at the end of every month? Like,
100%.
And I don't really, at the moment, I'm just not in that headspace. I'm just kind of enjoying just cruising a little bit.
Yeah. And there's being able absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think all of these external pressures, you got to think, what I'm trying to make myself believe is that as much as you shouldn't have to worry about these external pressures to move up and do this and do that and take a risk, I'm also trying to think, don't worry about the risk that you've taken, because if you as long as you're trying, you're doing the right thing. So I'm trying, and it might not work out. And actually, when as someone who's so risk averse when it comes to like financial things, I actually think I couldn't really give a fuck if I'm alive and I'm breathing air and I'm enjoying
you can't take it with you anyway.
And I'm, like, I actually.
So what? You gave it a shot.
Yeah, it's so weird. I actually don't care. I want everyone around me to be happy. I want us to all be having a silly
Where does that thing come from? That you're like worried about? I mean, oftentimes you'd be like, well, if I have to sell it, then what will people like think? Like, will they think I've failed? Like, where does that even come from?
Yeah,
because really, who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
like, the fact that you've even given it a shot.
I want to give it a shot. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about what anyone thinks, but I do. There's like that sort of. There's also that thing where you're happy that you did something. So you're happy that you bought your house, right? You're really happy. It didn't feel comfortable at the time, did it?
No.
And now you're happy.
Yeah.
So it's just that feeling I'm after.
You know what? As well, a friend of mine years ago once said something really impactful, which was how like where you live can improve your life as well, because it'll give you the opportunity to do the stuff that you want to do. So let's say with you and biking, you're not going to have to be dragging bikes up the stairs into your house every day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Boom, improvement straight away,
100%.
Massive improvement, more space, massive improvement. Like it's about adding to your life and making things easier and more accessible. Like for me, moving forward, there's a few things I want. I've been very vocal about it. I want a balcony.
Yeah.
And I want a sauna.
That's
and
gangster. Sauna's gangster.
Yeah, but not anymore. Saunas are easy now. $3,000, you can get a sauna. Big, they sell them at Costco. You can go and get a sauna.
Is it solar?
And I want an ice bath.
Yeah, nice.
No, they do a real one. They do real ones. They're like a big wooden. Yeah.
What's your power? Wood.
Nice.
Or
coals. Same thing.
The dream.
Wood,
Yeah.
I hear you can get them from Costco, dude.
The dream. I'd love a sauna.
It's not that crazy, but you need to have space to put it. So that's kind of where you need to. Yeah. So I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? I'd need to be a bit more. The thing is, the house prices have gone up so much that it's harder. It's way harder, especially where
it's less exciting, isn't it? It's just not exciting.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say especially where we live, but then you live in the south, so it doesn't really compute.
No,
but where I am in the Peak District is expensive. Like it is, if you want a house with a little bit of land, it's a lot.
I think house prices have gone up here, but they've always been expensive. Whereas I actually think that on a graph, I've heard that it's even steeper around Sheffield. It's like
definitely
way
because all the London money came up, especially through the working at home thing, drove people up north to the countryside, which makes perfect sense, really. Like, why would you work at home and live in London when you can work at home and live in the Peak District and be able to walk straight outside your door and go biking or walking or running or whatever? So we've had a massive increase here. It'd be interesting to see, actually. I think it's increased more up here than it probably has down there.
Yeah, I think so. I think I saw that it has. I mean, like, what we did is, I'm so boring about it.
Grown up this episode, Jesus Christ.
Are we fucking banging on?
It's grown up.
Is this the grown up professional episode?
Yeah,
I like it. It's good to have a catch up. I was in a hotel foyer with people literally walking behind where the camera is, trying to distract me in an echoey room, and they had like Celine Dion playing, and I was just trying to hear whether you could hear it the whole time. It wasn't ideal. This is a nice one. I like this. This feels like a warm fire, a cosy lounge. I hope our listeners feel the same way.
Just hanging out. That's cool though, man. It's really nice to hear that you're going to be in by December, and then we can start hopefully with some of our plans moving forward for next year as well. So things are starting to come together behind the scenes, which is nice. Hopefully.
Too right.
If anyone listening to this wants to get involved with the podcast, then holla.
Yeah, there you go.
You never know. We're looking for people at the moment, folks. If you want to get involved, feel free. Hey, actually, little plug while we can.
Yeah.
All right. So we got the Christmas ride coming up.
We have indeed.
And the Christmas ride, we're about 65-70% sold out the bike park, which is pretty cool. We're over halfway, which is nice, right? I mean, the fact that we could even get this many people is kind of mind-blowing to me to be honest, on a Friday in Wales. But anyway, thank you to everyone that's already purchased a ticket and is coming along to the Christmas ride. Just wanted to make you aware I had an idea the other day, which I'm going to run with.
Yeah.
Which is, we are going to do a raffle. Okay,
nice.
So, thank you. So the raffle is going to be a honesty box raffle.
Yeah.
I'm not going to overcomplicate it too much, just thought I'd give people a heads up in case you come in. So it's going to be an honesty box raffle. How this is going to work is you're going to come, you're going to find the honesty box, you're going to make a charitable donation. All right, and then that is going to get you a ticket for the raffle, and then we're going to have a table. It's full of prizes. Some of it's going to be wrapped, so it's going to be a mystery prize. And some of it's just going to be a prize. It's going to be sat there. You're going to be like, oh, cool, there's a crate of days. Sick, nice. That's a good prize. Yeah. But some of it's going to be wrapped. You're not going to know what's in there. Anyway, and then all the money that is raised from the charity donation is going to go to Crisis, which is a homeless charity, which we're going to donate all of that money to help feed and give presents and gifts and homes to homeless people.
Oh, wicked.
Christmas.
That's a really good cause. I actually did think you were going to say you're going to donate it to your next helicopter ride, but I'm really pleased that it's to homeless people, because at this time of year, it's tough, isn't it? Like, when you go past them, it's horrible. And
for sure. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So please, if you are coming to a Christmas ride, throw a few quid in your pocket, a little bit of cash, make a charitable donation. We'll be very transparent and show you exactly where it goes after. And yeah, it's all going to go to Crisis, which is a homeless charity. And our sponsors are hooking us up with some pretty fine shit for you as well. There's going to be you're not going to be walking away with a half a bottle of wine, let's put it that way. You're going to be getting some rad stuff.
Nice.
So that's cool. And if you haven't already got a ticket for the Christmas ride, there's a link in the show description. Don't forget, make sure you book it from the events page. That's going to get you fed on the day as well, with breakfast, lunch and dinner.
I think I've got some drinks. I think I've got about 65 lazy toe rags that haven't booked on yet. So
oh really?
Get in there quick, because I'm going to start texting people.
Yeah, it's pretty full, to be fair. I'm pretty stoked we've got that many people. We've got a bunch of previous guests join us too. We got Chop coming down. Who else? Deeks is obviously going to be. He's not going to miss an opportunity, is he? Deeks will be there.
He'll probably have a car.
There's a bunch of people coming.
Realistically, Deeks is going to have some micro machines, maybe some foot fetish stuff going on in the car park. So yeah,
he's going to be doing. Our Sacks are going to be there as well. Hopefully, so Sacks are going to come and give away some stuff, and you can buy some samples. I think maybe.
Amazing sample sale. Oh, the dream.
Sample sale.
Like
awesome.
TK
so yeah,
on the road.
Little shout out. Exactly.
TK Sacks.
Bringing it to you. TK Sacks. Oh, I like it. I like it.
Wicked. I can't wait, dude. Very excited indeed. And to be honest,
Same.
It's come at a dead spot in the mountain bike world. Would you agree? Have you felt like it's a bit dead?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been...
There's not much going on at the moment, is there?
There isn't. And especially in the UK or countries that are particularly gloomy at this time of year, it feels like all of a sudden it's just that sound. We've got Crankworks coming up, and I'm excited for it though.
We have Crankworks coming up. New Zealand.
That's right. Yeah.
Crankworks New Zealand. Yeah. New Zealand. Obviously, a bit of a dead spot. We're still waiting to hear about what's going on with downhill and shit like that. You spent a bit of time with Rob. Any goss?
No goss.
Anything?
Zero goss. And I'm serious as well. Zero goss.
No, I believe you.
I actually think they must have a master plan. They must have the best plan for it to be this late.
They're just going to drop it.
They must do. I'm a positive guy. I think that they have to, because if they're going to drop any clangers now, it's a bit late in the day, isn't it?
It's a bit late in the day. It's a bit late in the day. Hey, I got a question for you.
Go on.
Actually. So I wrote this down. I was hoping we could segue into it, but we're just going to totally switch gears.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
But it's kind of related to downhill.
Okay.
So this is a question. This is something I just had a thought while I was out walking. I often think about you while I'm out walking. So you grew up riding with Bernard and Brendog, right? And they started racing, and you probably did some racing too. Now it's evident, dude, that you're extremely good on a bicycle. You're fast, stylish.
Stop it. But
strong,
and we're gonna get
strong, massive knob. Right, you got all the things. So if you there's no but. If you'd have started racing, how do you think you'd have done? Where do you think you'd be now? Where do you think what would the career look like now if you'd have done racing?
Well, I did start racing, and I was very serious about it when I was younger.
Okay.
So downhill just became, obviously I live in the Surrey Hills, so it's like a minute long. So after a while, I did Sam's. I did Pedal Hounds races. Then I went on and did Sam's, which is Southern Area Mountain Bike Series. It was like a bigger series.
Right.
And then I never got to Nationals because it was always so far away, and we weren't really that kind of. We weren't really very drivey family. We never had like cars that. I tell you what, we used to have is a Citroen CX. I don't know.
Is that with the suspension?
Dude, yeah. It was one of the most unreliable cars ever. Like my family have had predominantly only unreliable cars always, and then I try and continue that tradition with my love for unreliable cars as well. But we never did anything. We were homies, you know. There's 4 of us as well, so there's 4 kids and 2 parents. It's 6 people you got to truck around, you know. And the Nationals were all up your way or Scotland or Wales.
Scotland,
it was
Wales,
too much. It was so I stopped racing downhill, and then I got sponsored when I was 16 to race 4-cross, and I raced 4-cross Nationals and stuff. So I don't really ever think about it because honestly, I think. I am blessed, really, in my my life as to the fact that I've never had to confuse any of it. It's only just fun. It is actually fun.
Yeah,
it's
so
still
good.
just fun. And I'm 36, dude, and it's still just fun. I was having this exact conversation with one of the journalists at the Focus camp I've just been at, and it's just like there's no confusion to me about any of it. It's still really clear as to what it is. It's not changed. It's not different. I don't have
so cool.
any, you know, like when a racer gets to the end of their career and you can see they feel like bikes, it becomes a bit pointless. It's not this thing that it was before. It wasn't this.
Well, there's a transition that has happened as well, isn't it? I guess where you come out of the racing and you're trying to find your place in an industry that's don't know where you fit.
Exactly.
Probably.
And it feels like there's less of a point to it. You can see exactly why it would feel that way if you've just trained for this one thing, this one event. It's seven races a year. You get to the end of it and you're like, fuck, I don't have to do those 7 races. Why am I training like this? Why am I riding this fast? It's not comfortable. It's uncomfortable. Whereas all I have is I try and make it as fun as possible. So that is my answer. It's a very long-winded answer, and
that's brilliant.
But yeah,
that's great. It's an interesting thing. There's a really good episode of Jace's Gypsy Tales out at the moment. He just put out with Colby Raha.
Yeah.
So Colby's basically made a living as a free rider, and he's really similar to you in that respect. You know, just does it because it's fun. Like that's it.
Yeah.
He's just hustled. He's lived out of a van. It's a really interesting story. I had no idea of his story, which is great. Podcasts are fantastic for, right? You open you up to these people that you see on the surface on YouTube doing all this shit, and you think, it'd be cool to be Colby Raha. Yeah, you didn't know that he used to live in a van and work nights and days so he could pay to to buy bikes and stuff. You didn't know. You don't know. And it's interesting because he's in a similar situation in a way with moto. Like he doesn't race, he just does the odd competition, but mainly he's just free riding and keeping it fun, building a YouTube channel. I think you'll enjoy that episode, dude. I think anyone actually listens to this will enjoy that episode.
It's funny because it's like that's smart or different. And then ultimately, like, to me, actually, I sound like a cock. I just all of a sudden sound like a cock. But to me, there's more of a separation from the actual thing in racing. Like, racing is like this extra thing. I love racing. I'm a fan of the sport of mountain biking as a sport. But it's not like pure just biking for me. It's more complicated. You then you're doing it and it's not fun or whatever, or it cannot be fun, or the stress can get.
This is exactly the conversation they have as well, actually, about racing and how like those moto guys are walking this fine line all the time of being injured, but also being on top of the body, nutrition, physical training, just grinding. And then he was like, "But I just have fun," and like it's.
And what is the point in all of it? Let's summarise mountain biking. What is the point in all of it?
It's all fun.
Speed.
Yeah.
Is it this? Is it that? Is it accolades? No, it's just fun. It's all it's meant to be. It's meant to be a Sunday afternoon.
It is. Oh, yeah, that's weird, isn't it, when you think about it like that? Like, I know racing is fun, but like people that are hobbyists sit and watch the races at the weekend, and then they just go out and just have fun.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's like
there's no higher calling, dude. There is no higher calling. It's just fucking around. It's fun. It's just like any sport. It's just a bit of fun. And you get these amazing achievements and these amazing stories and these championship-winning titles. And, you know, obviously I'm a huge fan of them in whatever sport I've ever followed in my life. But ultimately, it just all started at fun, and it should remain fun. You don't want to ruin the thing that's fun, do you?
No, you don't.
I don't know.
Wait, that's beautifully put. Interesting. I'm glad we had that little conversation, to be honest.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
It's
great
so
question.
true. It's so true. So true.
I have a thing written down here. It's the Dex Shell contest winners.
Oh, fantastic!
Can we call out the winners? I think we've got to call out 5 winners.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. You know, before we give these winners, because people now, the ears have perked up, right?
Yeah.
They go,
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Did I win? Did I win?
Yeah, do it.
So before we do the winner of this, we also did a competition to win a Compact Fix 2.0, which is worth a staggering £400, right?
Brilliant. Still a bargain. It's staggering, but it's also a bargain. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those staggering like bargains. So.
Well, I mean, it's a massive gift for us to give away. It's a massive prize, what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just slightly disappointed in the companionship for not coming through on this one. We posted a clip on social media. We've done all the things that we needed to do, but yet we're 21 entries, 21 comments.
Do we go another week? Do we roll over another week?
100% dude, we're rolling another week. Yeah, and if we haven't got any more than 50, then we're going to roll on another week until we finally get some traction.
Or should we just, if we don't get any more, should we just fucking quit the podcast? Are we? Can we?
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm up for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get some comments. So just go on our Instagram at the Ride Companion. Scroll through the feed. You'll see it. It's you, Ollie, holding up a Compact Fix 2.0. All you've got to do is enter. Like, you've literally just got to nominate someone to win this prize. And
it's a nice one. It's coming up to Christmas. It involves Christmas cheer
this is
and spirit.
Literally, you're going to just give one of these to someone who deserves it.
This is our random act of kindness, isn't it?
It is our random act of kindness.
And no one was...
And I don't... No one... It didn't hit. And I don't get it, dude.
Let's get on it. This episode's a fucking banger, dude. This one's a banger.
I told you this one was going to be good.
Yeah, this is a banger. And...
I knew it.
This is a banger, and as is the random acts of kindness entries after this episode, and as is this next segment where we choose the Deck Shell winners for the waterproof socks this winter. Coming right up.
Here we go.
Right, we got a good amount of entrants.
We have. You see, this is more what I'm talking about, dude. We're rolling on 89 comments on this one, right?
That's more like
We're talking.
That's more like it.
284 likes.
That is
right.
Like
this is the sort of shit that we need, man. We don't need to be. You know what I mean? We don't need to be doing the other stuff like that. It's not good, man. Nearly 6.5. No, nearly 7,000 views. These are the sort of competitions that we need to be doing on the podcast.
Okay.
None of this other stuff,
Absolutely.
right? All right, I've made my point known. Move on. Let's book some winners.
I'm with you. Right, my first winner. I've already picked him.
Yep.
I screen grabbed it as soon as I saw it because I sort of feel the same. I kind of feel the same as him. I feel like I've also never won anything in one of these comment sections. So it is creative_space, and that's spelled KREEAYTIV_ is also spelled creatively, SPAYCE. He said, okay. I just had a baby girl, Grace, and I've never won a damn thing in these comments things. Don't be put off, Creative Space. You've just won your first prize. All right?
We're in. All right, that's one pair.
He said this. I can no longer afford normal socks, let alone waterproof socks. So to win some socks would make me feel validated as a new father. Brilliant. Please succumb to my truthful guilt trip. Brilliant. Great comment.
Fantastic. I like it. It won.
There we go.
He's number one, right?
He's number one.
So that's one pair given away. And what do they have to do, Ollie? Do they have to DM the Ride Companion?
They do indeed.
They
DM the Ride Companion, and then we get them shipped straight on out.
All right, and we've got a few people still waiting on gifts, prizes from Ollie, which we forgot about.
They're actually all just sat here, yeah. But okay, I've set one of them set an alarm for when I get home, so I'm expecting a message off him any day now.
Okay. Oh God, shall I choose one?
Yep, you got one.
Oh wow, that's weird. I just landed on yours and started reading it. I was like,
yes,
that's a good one.
No, boo.
That's a good one. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to choose at Perky250, and he wrote, "Need these as I live in Wales and it's wetter than an otter's pocket. I get trench foot putting the bins out, let alone getting on the trails. Most importantly, seeing Deeks' feet pics, my miss developed a bit of a foot fetish. She loves nothing better than sucking. Okay,
it's a winning comment.
Yeah, it's a winning comment.
Perky250,
you've won, and your missus is a winner as well.
Oh, so she's a winner as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Right,
I've got one already. It's a simple one. It's from Danny Ashmore 2075. He says, because I can't afford socks, because I just bought new tyres, I'm gonna say he went with the Goodyears, and I'm gonna have to wait until next month to get new grips, which I like. I like to hazard a guess that they're going to be the DMR Def grips. So nice one, Danny Ashmore. You've also won a set of socks. I think we got 5 sets to give away, so that's one more
5
each,
sets.
isn't it? Is that correct?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah, and maybe we can throw in a set of Def grips for your boy as well. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. All right, I'm gonna choose. And I was looking for this guy, and I'm glad he entered at Sketchy.
Yep.
Just because you owe him a jersey as well, and I feel like we need to make sure this guy gets.
I've got it down here. Stuart Ketchy.
Yeah. All right.
And I've got his Juice Lubes box that he left at the Freedom Ride. God, it's going to be
well, he's won himself a pair of socks. Brilliant. Will you ever get them? We don't know.
No, fingers
crossed. The point is you've won. And he wrote, there becomes a time in your life when you wear your first pair of waterproof socks. It is at this point that you know you're an adult. So there you go.
Like it.
Sketchy. You're a winner.
Right, this is the last one. I'm going to go with this one because I'm so immature. I'm going to go with this one, and I like to encourage him like this sort of level of immaturity. Willie, spelt with 4 Y's and a C. He said, because I'm always so knee deep in clunge in capitals, I'm developing trench foot. Okay, so I like that he used clunge in capitals, and I liked that he also knows about trench foot. So that is. Willie, 4 Y's and a C. That's all our winners for the Deck Show.
We got one more. That's 4.
Oh, is it?
You, me. Yeah.
Okay.
You start.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Nearly.
The grand finale.
Here we go. The grand finale is...
Whilst you're choosing, can I just say I did actually flush my foot down the toilet, and then I did actually take that sock, I put it in my bag, and then I flew to Switzerland, and then after that I did just put it on, put it in my shoe, and go riding. So I did just have a pooey sock.
Wow.
And, yeah, or maybe
pooey. Yeah,
it might have been poo. Probably has fecal matter.
Could have been both.
Could have been both. Why not?
Yeah. And then we're going to go with at Richie Biker, and he wrote, "My missus likes to leave puddles all over the bathroom floor when she gets out of the shower. These would really help to keep my feet dry when I go to the toilet. I might use them for biking too."
That's nice. That's nice. We like it. Brilliant. Thanks for all your
entries.
Your
5 winners.
Some good ones there, eh?
Slide into the DMs, folks. We got you.
Yeah.
I think, that's good. Maybe you need to do something else with that Compex thing, dude. Try and get the numbers up.
The Compex.
Where could you put that?
How can we? What was the random act of kindness? It was just you had to nominate.
Nominate a friend who deserves it.
I mean, it's such a
nice.
What
is going
contest.
On, dude?
People need to.
50,000 people listening. 21 people fucking enter to win that. It's insane.
Well, I think it's going to change after this. It's going to change after this, and we're going to be giving away.
Come on.
Yeah,
show some love.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely.
Show some love at Compex.
I've got watching and a listening, and then I was going to suggest that probably we move on to listener questions because we are having such a jolly catch up that time's running away with us, isn't it?
It is. I'll turn the hotline on while we're
do it. So my watching this week is actually a don't watch this because it pissed me off. All right.
Yeah.
So it's called The Watcher. It's on Netflix. It's blown up at the minute. It's like everyone's raving about The Watcher. There's never been, I'm going to say, just don't wait. It was good. It is good. Don't waste your time, though. The ending is too crap. And I wanted to talk to you about things, a series, when it has a crap ending or when it sort of loses its allure, is such an investment of time. You don't get back.
It's kind of why I don't do it, dude.
Yeah,
it's kind of why I don't go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just like, nah, I don't need it. I don't. You know, what's the series going to be? 8 episodes, an hour each. That's a whole day. That is a day.
The thing is, dude,
gone.
everything is a series now. Every single thing. A crime documentary is a series now. A drama is a series. A nature program is a series. Everything is a series now, isn't it? They know how to get you for longer.
True. It's true. Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. Just it's not my watching, but I've just literally my Netflix cancelled. Yeah. My card expired, and I just signed up again because there's a documentary coming out on the 11th. This is how sad I am. 11th of November, which is this coming Friday. And it's a Graham Hancock one, all about lost civilizations. And so yeah, I've just literally signed up to Netflix again. 8 episodes, dude, and you know. I'm gonna watch them all in a row. I've already carved the whole day out on Saturday. I'm watching it all day Saturday.
All in a row?
And I'm gonna be an expert. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, dude. And he's on Joe Rogan as well the night before. I love this shit, dude. Lost Civilizations, Egypt. Oh man, get me. Yeah, I'm frothing for it. I can't wait.
That will be good. Yeah, excellent.
So there's that. So I've got my watching.
That's good watching.
I've got two.
So that's
I've got two actually. It's out on the 11th. So after this episode comes out, I'm gonna be sinking my teeth deep into that.
Yeah, I like it.
I got two. We've kind of spoke about it at the start. Talk about fitness, training, stuff like that. There's a really good YouTuber called Nick Bear. Now there's this myth about if you run or do cardio, you're going to lose muscle mass. And he did a whole episode on it, and it's really interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's a really good guy to follow anyway. He owns a massive supplement company called BPN, so it's a bit of a plug for that. But also, yeah, he's just a good YouTuber, really knowledgeable, bodied up. Ultra runner, triathlete, all this sort of crazy stuff, and he does it by and also maintains looking like a bodybuilder, which I find quite fascinating. So shout out Nick Bear, really like Nick Bear. But then most important one, now I don't have a TV.
Watching.
No, one's in the future, so forget that.
Okay.
One's happening now, this is the big one, right? This is where the companionship needs to come together. It's where the nation needs to come together. I don't have a TV, so I'm going to struggle. So we're going to rely on the companionship to get involved in this one. Never seen it before. I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. Matt Hancock is going in that jungle, and if everyone doesn't rally together to make sure he eats arseholes, dicks, balls, cum, jizz, anything we can get down that guy's gullet, get involved, vote Matt Hancock. Fuck that guy. He's not a celebrity. He's just a piece of shit. Move on.
Right, I'm embarrassed, but I have to actually check who he is.
He was the guy who got caught in lockdown. He was the guy.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, the health minister.
So he's the naughty man who he cheated on his wife and broke all his own rules. Right, okay, yeah. What's he doing?
Do you agree?
Why is he on a
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Not a celebrity. A, not a celebrity.
Oh.
B, your reputation's fucked. He's just trying to cash in. The fact that he's even got the balls to go in there knowing that the whole nation are going to be voting to make sure you're eating everything, dude.
He should be fighting Jake Paul. He should. Not retired legends. But he should.
Okay, so he should be fighting Jake Paul, but Jake Paul's also got chainsaws. That's what...
All right, yeah.
Fuck that guy. He shouldn't be in there. I hate that he's getting paid £150,000 to be in there.
Is he? Yeah.
After he's done what he's done to the country, all the old people that he put back into care homes that shouldn't have been there.
That's what he's in
for. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. That's not cool, man. It is not cool that they've given him that platform to go on.
Well,
it really boils my blood, dude. I've got goosebumps, man. It pisses me off that he's on TV.
With all of these things, just vote with your eyes. Vote with, I just think, I don't want to see him eating horse cum. Just don't watch that shit. If there's something you don't agree with, just don't fucking watch it. I think exactly that with what you buy, what you watch.
That's fair.
Just fucking leave it alone. Don't click on the Jake Paul fight if you don't want to watch it. Don't watch I'm a Celebrity, go ice dancing.
That's fair. No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm a Celebrity, go ice dancing. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Go either way.
Bad shit. Doesn't
can I add a preface?
You what?
I think it's called a preface. I don't know. If your partner in the house watches it or just you watch it,
fuck him.
Vote Matt Hancock. If not, don't. Just don't even turn it on.
Yeah. Turn that shit off. To be honest, turn that shit off. It's like rotting. It'll rot your brain. If you watch it for too long, you just become dumber. That's my opinion anyway. I actually have no idea what I'm talking about. My listening, and on to my listening.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, listening.
Jay-Z, The Story of OJ. That's my listening. That's my jam. It's of Jay-Z's newest album, and I'm thoroughly enjoying that.
Jay-Z's got a new album out?
Newest. It's not new.
Oh, right, okay, newest album. Sorry, okay, right, beautiful. I've just been listening to a lot of Linkin Park.
Have you?
Emma and I. Yeah, there's a funny story. We don't need to do it, but like we went to see a Linkin Park tribute band. It was so funny.
Did they have the hair like that?
Nah, I didn't look anything like him. Didn't even sound like him.
You're not
really. He was just playing the same songs, like just literally the same music, but different vibe altogether. He sounded a bit like him sometimes, but like
the guy that was bad in the end.
Yeah, he committed suicide.
But and fiddled
Chester Bennington
kid stuff.
No, that was Lost Prophets. We can't say that word. Lost Prophets. That was Ian Watkins, I think his name was.
Ian Watkins. Okay, different guy.
Yeah, different guy. Totally different guy.
Yeah, committed suicide.
Linkin Park is the one who did the album with Jay-Z as well.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So Emma and I went to see a tribute band. It was. I think that's when you know you're getting a bit old too, right? You go to see tribute bands of the shit that you used to listen to, right?
The stuff you like is dusty and old, doesn't it? It really does. Yeah.
It was good. It was good. We had a laugh. We didn't even know there's like a rock bar in our local town.
Oh, nice.
So we went there and seen. We had a few wobbly pops.
Oh, and, good on you.
Yeah, we had a little. It was fun.
It's the season, dude. And that's another thing about going to the gym. Just makes you feel if you've had another whole big day of it, you don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about drinking or like doing more stuff like that.
Bit of drugs, yeah, exactly.
Bit of drugs. Absolutely wicked. Good.
All right, let's get into the hotline. We didn't turn the hotline on last week. We have got a whopping 46 messages to get through, which we're not going to get through them all.
It's the best.
We'll not get through them all, but we can see. I can see if there's like a video thing, so we'll send you that and see what we've got coming through. Done. Okay. So we've got a first one here. I recognise it already. Oh no. Oh, hang on. So this should be coming through to you right now. So we're on. Okay, let me just make a little note. Trying to be nice and prepared for Ben Z. Make this life nice and easy.
Right, I'm going to turn, and I turn the volume off on mine, and I wait for you to press play. Yeah, okay.
I have no idea what this could be, mate. You ready?
This is dangerous.
Hello, gents. So, first time video sender, long time listener. I will be living off this for the next week, getting all of this out. Having a replacement in the house by a company that we won't say, but it's the same as the nickname that the Navy gave women, and that's not the Royal Marines. That begins with W and ends in Ren. So I'm going to be living off this for a week. Out of that, while all this comes out and the young goes in. Question for you guys. Ollie, how's your gaff getting on, mate? Going alright? Good job, gents.
Video.
Thank you, Gareth. We appreciate the video, mate. Very kind.
Gareth, mine looks nothing like
Very
yours.
kind.
Yours is dialed. In fact, I'm going to send a picture right now to Davi so that we can put it in the clip on the YouTube channel.
Awesome.
Mine, I'm going to give a selection. Actually, is that all right?
Yeah, please.
All right. I'm
send
going to send you a selection so that Gareth, for his troubles, gets to see exactly what state my home is in, and exactly how unrealistic my goal of the 1st of December is.
Amazing. Should we do another?
Yeah, let's do more. I love them.
All right. Oh, this is pro. Oh my word. Right, it's long and it's pro. So, this is a running joke we've had going on behind the scenes in the live chat a little bit when we do a premiere on a Wednesday afternoon. We're having a Tim off, right? We've got Tim from Wales, and now we've got another Tim. And Tim, we're having a Tim off, all right?
Can I do the let me do the jingle for the Tim off. Ding ding ding.
And it goes like this. It goes, "It's time!" Instead of "it's time."
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, I like it.
Like
That was good.
It's Tim.
That was good. I like it.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready?
Right, companion chaps. So, sorry it's taken me so long to submit a video. but I've been busy riding, so that's my excuse anyway. I'm here on the glorious side of the Peak District, so the Manchester side. You can see Kinder Scout behind me, and you can see Manchester over this way. It's been a very cold morning, first frost of the year, so got the thermal pants on. But my question to you two is, if you could live anywhere, mountains or city, where would it be and why?
Oh, there's a bonus.
Oh, hey, bonus question time. So, as an old time listener, I've always had something I wanted to ask. And I know this is probably to Ollie, so it's probably just worth addressing right now. Pete Fucking?
Fucking.
Which part of the Peak District they use that terminology? My side, Manchester, or the wrong side, Sheffield? Sorry, Davey. And whilst we're on a note, Davey, you're going down south. You're building an awesome studio down there. The ride companion is going to the next level. But if you start changing, if you start using long, fancy words and looking up stuff before you start rambling about it, we're going to have issues. Great show, guys. Have a good one.
Mate, the Tim-off is yeah, let's have a round of applause.
The Tim-off's real. The Tim-off's real.
That was incredible.
The Tim-off is real.
We've got both Tims. Both Tims are like, they're like presenters.
They're battling it out.
They're like presenters, editors. They both have creative ideas. We had a bonus. I think Tim actually stepped up with the bonus question. I'm so blown away. I can't even remember what the question was now.
Me either. Where would you rather? It was like, where would you rather live?
Okay.
Yeah, mountains or city?
Part one of the question. Yeah, shoot.
Part one is.
Let's hear it.
For me, mountains all day long.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I live in the mountains now. I barely speak to anyone or do anything outside of being on my own. So yeah, I pretty much live in the mountains. So yeah, always give me mountains. I think. Yeah. Yeah, always give me mountains. Simple as. Like it's 90% mountains. There's 10% of me that would live in a city.
Yeah. I'm with you. I've never lived in a city, so I don't know. It's countryside for me is important. Just space, lack of people. But then every time I think about this, I'm fully aware that I like romanticize the idea of like complete seclusion. And do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, you mean like you might not be that good once you do it.
Exactly. I think once I get there, I'm like, oh fucking hell, I have to go miles for a bloody. Go to shops or to go out for a meal or to meet anyone or go to a pub and what if the nearest pub is 50 miles away and it's shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, if you drive, like you go all the way there to that local pub and it's like just a microwave lasagna.
Yeah, exactly. You can't help the fact that you've grown up around, like I can't help the fact that I've grown up with a train that takes half an hour to get to London. And I like London. And like, if I took that away, I barely ever go up there. But if I took it away, I'd probably notice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Who knows? But it's going to be countryside all day long. I can't live in a city. Nah. Now for the bonus question.
Which was
about fucking.
Oh yeah, because you seem to think that we say fucking up here. That's Scottish, right? They say fucking.
So what do you say?
Fucking. Oh, I hate that word. It's tough. You know, you're just like forced to say it. Hate it. What do you say?
Sorry, fucking hills.
No, you don't. You don't talk like that.
Sorry, fucking hills.
Not last week. You didn't. You were all like prim and proper, sat there with all your focus stuff on. Just like, oh yeah, we're just on here on a media. Just here doing media camp.
Do you know what? Try and talk beep, beep, beep. With an echo of exactly your voice coming in just after every single word. That's what I sounded with. Yeah, I don't know. It was just sort of a joke, really. But I'm hoping.
I appreciate that guy bought one. Yeah, Tim, thank you. Like, that's really funny that you bought one of the posters.
I guess
we sold a few of those.
Yeah. Do you know where that came from? The whole thing is New York fucking city. I used to have a T-shirt with it on. It used to be like an iconic design on like tourist stuff. It was literally.
Is it like not a statue, but is it like a thing as well? Do they have it like somewhere?
I don't think so. It just used to be a T-shirt, yeah, and it was like bastardized over.
The TRC like LA. Oh mate,
you what? Sorry.
The TRC like LA.
That looked quite cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, I like that. Cool. Or like NYC. TRC.
NYC.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's where it came from. I used to every time I've been to New York, I've always seen it on like the street stands, like the I love NY, and it's always next to New York fucking city. So that's why I did Surrey fucking Hills, because it was like, I don't know, I just thought it was funny. I like those things.
Okay, and then you just randomly thought we said fucking.
Fucking. You do say fucking. I'm sorry, you do. There's no two ways around it.
Like
fucking.
Like UCKIN.
You don't say fucking. You say fucking.
All right. Who's right? Let us know in the comments. I'm lost.
I don't really know, to be honest. It was just an idea. It was only a joke.
I don't fucking know.
Fucking.
Mate, I don't know either. I don't know.
Fucking.
All right. Okay. Okay, we've got a little issue now.
Okay, yeah, we're on to the next one. I love these. The Tim off. I don't want either Tims to feel pressure either, because you're both wonderful in your own ways, and we appreciate you both in your own ways.
Yeah,
and I really love the video segment aspect of the hotline. I really love it. Yeah,
can't get enough of it. So I'm sorry, I was just trying to figure out how to send you this one. It wasn't coming through for some reason. So we've got a couple backed up from Tim. I think Tim 1.
Tim's
from
Wales,
1, right? Tim 1.
And
Tim from Wales, and then Tim 2 is Tim Sadler.
Yeah.
So we've got Tim 1, Tim 2. So I've just sent it you now. We got a few backed up, obviously because of the episode last week.
This Tim from Wales?
We'll just go for this one.
Yeah.
This is Tim from Wales.
Brilliant.
This is a Tim off. So we're gonna let us know in the comments who had the better Tim. Who's the best Tim?
Yeah, they're both.
All right.
I don't like this. I'm going new school. I'm like, I don't want there to be a winner. They're both winners in my eyes. I'm that annoying. I'm the annoying school teacher that's like, there's no winners in this football match. We all get medals.
Right.
All 30 of us get medals, even if you just sat on the bench eating crisps. Press play.
Nah, not here. Go.
Yuck.
Ha-ha. What's your favourite trail snacks, boys?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed that. So that means he's put an air tag in.
Air tag.
Brilliant. The preparation, the idea,
Classic.
the creativity. Both of the Tims coming in hot this week, eh? Davi,
let's just have a round of applause for Tims.
Yeah,
Tims are great.
Yeah.
Well done, Tims. Let's have a moment's silence for Tim.
No.
Favourite trail... You know what? Snack deal is up there.
Yeah.
There's none in stock at the moment.
Yeah.
But I was pretty bad when I had the snack dealers, to be honest. You know, with the little pouch that they give you too, I'd be like, I'm going biking. I put a few... Yeah, straight out. So... I'm going to be a bit controversial here and say it's not about taking the snack with you, it's about stopping. So like a cup of tea or a coffee and a brownie while out on a bike ride. Yeah, I think that's like the e-bikers trail snack.
Davey, I'm completely 100% with you, because I don't think I have enough wilderness nearby to really need to lug around a load of fucking stuff. But if I do, it's the snack dealer's new nut mix. They've got nuts and berries now.
Snack dealer's nuts, yeah.
Yeah, it would be. But yeah, I'm with you. I also stop at cafes. I like it. It's just nice to have
I think that's my grown-up thing that I like, you know?
I do as well.
I've usually got like a £5 in my pocket, and you go into that shop and you're just like, well, what can I get for it? Because I don't do the Apple Pay thing, right? I don't do any of that. So usually I've got like a £5, just a crisp £5.
You don't have your card with you, so you really have to budget when you've got a £5 with you. Yeah.
I love it. I like that. I like £5, and I'm like, right, what can I get? You're looking around. Okay, like get a brownie, and I can get a cup of tea. Maybe I can't get a coffee because they're £3 and the brownie's £3. That's £6.
Yeah,
Can't
I know
do that.
what you mean. There's something cool about that.
I like that about it. I like that. So because if I just had my card, I'd just be like.
The problem is, right? I'm with you. The problem is, if I bought something for £1 with a £5, the other £4 I might.
Oh no, you gotta. Nah,
mate,
can't have it. You gotta use it all.
The other £4 I might as well literally throw in a drain. I'm not. It's gonna get lost. It's gonna get spent on shite. It's
gonna go in the drawer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm with you.
notes
No,
or
you
nothing,
got to
yeah.
use the whole thing. It's notes or
Yeah.
nothing, dude. Yeah, you go whole thing, and if maybe you do get a bit of change, maybe you get 25, 30 pence. That's what the charity box is
Yeah.
for. You pat the dog on the head, you put the money in, bounce,
Yeah.
and just pray you don't need that £5 on way home for an emergency puncture repair kit or something.
Yeah, I like that. I think we're on the same. On the same. Yeah.
That was my issue. I always used to keep an emergency tenner like in my phone protector case, but I never I'd always spend it. Like it wasn't really like an emergency. It was just like it's just I've got a tenner on me. I'll just buy something.
The Jam Carbon's got this like frame compartment. It's like a it's in the down tube and you pull it out.
Piggy bank.
Yeah, and I always mean to put money in that. It's a smart idea. I've got Allen key in there. I've got those.
What else is in there?
Those stands darts that plug.
Oh yeah.
Plug tubeless things. I've never had to use them, but I think it's good to be a bit prepared. I'm not the most prepared guy, but yeah, I need to put money in there.
A bit of money
I'll
in
put
there.
cash
Good.
in there. Yeah, good idea.
A £5 in there.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Let's do another video.
Yeah, let's do another video. I love the videos. I find it fun, watching along. I really do. It feels like a really engaging, interactive experience.
Oh, hang on. This video is unavailable. Okay,
we could do a bonus episode. We could do hotline episode. It could be called the hotline catch up. And me and you could just go through some of the other
hotline blink.
Oh, look at this. The thumbnail that it gives me is good. I can tell already this is going to be a good video.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go for a ride on my own again. If only I had a companion. What? Davy? Olly? Woo!
Brilliant. I tell you what, there's no real question there, but I do
appreciate
mirror the feeling within it. The feeling of riding on your own the whole time, and I just want everyone out there who's riding on their own to know you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm right there with you, dude. I'm riding around on my own as well.
Yeah, and also that's kind of like, if you remember, this whole thing was about, can you put this in your headphones maybe and go for a bike ride? Yeah. It's like we are the ride companion.
Absolutely.
Like this is it. Go out biking, go for a walk, whatever you want to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
And listen to us.
You're never alone.
Bedroom riding if you want.
It's quite a good merch idea actually. You're not alone. That'd be cool.
You are not alone. Yeah, it would actually. Yeah. You are not alone. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Should we just do? I feel like if we didn't hit a few listener questions, then I feel kind of guilty because we not used all of like people's hard work submitting them and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll catch up, dude. We'll catch up.
All right. Should we just do a few? Just do like 3 or 4. All right.
I'm in.
Ready? Okay. Mr. SJB, sorry, I was reading a few.
That's
Mr.
Right.
SJB 23. I suffer from a lack of sleep. Have you heard or tried the military method? Asleep within 2 minutes, apparently. The military method. I've never heard of the military.
What is the military method?
Ever. I've got a feeling I'll know what it is, but I'm just going to Google. Without Googling, I think it's going to be a chokehold. Now, without. I think it's going to be a breathing technique. I think it's going to be a box breathing technique.
Yeah.
4 in, 4 out. 4 in, hold for 4. 4 out, hold for 4. I don't think that'll put you to sleep though. I think it more like, more like zones you in.
Yeah.
The military method. This seems to have gone viral the last few days. All right, so we're hitting a topic now, which is going to be a clip.
Yes.
So what is the military sleeping method? It's going viral on TikTok. A fitness expert has gone viral on TikTok after he shared a military technique that is designed to help you fall asleep within 2 minutes. Justin Agustin, who has 1.9 million followers on TikTok, shared the method, which was developed by army chiefs to help soldiers fall asleep at any time and in any place. Seems a bit too good to be true.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. So what is the technique? According to my research, this was developed mainly for fighter pilots who need 10% of their reflexes and focus.
They know how to make it sound cool, don't they? They
don't want to be asleep.
I'm listening, dude. I'm listening.
I'm listening. Okay, relax your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, and focus on your breathing. Now go down to your neck and your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders are not tensed up. Drop them as low as you can, and keep your arms loose by your side. It's basically a meditation. It's a meditation. It's a meditation, basically. It's a sleep meditation. It's like a guided meditation.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's a guided meditation. So, do I think it's going to work? No.
Could it work?
Do I
could
love
it work?
It feels like it could work, dude. But for someone who, you know, I have suffered sleeping in the past and stuff, and I know how it feels when you're in bed and your brain's going a million miles an hour. It's you toss it, and also I have this thing where if I gotta be careful with this. If I toss too many times,
hey, dude.
If I if I roll over too many times, you know what I mean. If I roll over if I roll over too many times, I'll not sleep.
I've had an idea. Okay, for this clip, we make our own viral one. All right. Are you ready to go along with this? Because this is going to take your best acting. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Cut to the next clip. This sleep trend has been going viral throughout the internet stratosphere. And it really, really works. I can vouch for it myself. It was first developed by some of the fastest mountain bikers in the world. I don't want to name any names, but some of the fastest mountain bikers in the world. They got tight schedules. They need to go to sleep quickly. What you do, you get 2 scoops of Nutella, 1 in each hand. Okay? All right? Yeah. Now, you lie down. You relax your spine. You let it sink into the bed. Slowly sink in. You put the Nutella over your eyes. And then you get one hand, your right hand, and you put your thumb just inside your bot, all right? And then with your other hand, you just gently cup your balls and you massage them just slowly. This is for men, and for women, you just massage your genitalia. And if you just do that and you just slowly drift away and think about all of the things you've done that day, you should be asleep in 2 minutes. All right, and it's been going viral, so it's nothing to do with me. It's just something that's already been going viral on the internet, and I don't even have anything to do with it. I'm just repeating it.
Makes perfect sense, mate. I'm asleep already.
There you go.
I had to actually really stop myself from falling asleep. Then I was slapping myself. I was trying to. I think that with a little bit of like binaural beats, like soft music behind, gone
soft. Definitely
sleeping.
Don't put on the hard house because. You've got Nutella all over that hand and you've got your thumb in there. It's going to be dangerous. Just chill stuff only in that situation.
Thanks for that, Ollie. I really appreciate it, man. Hopefully we've still got listeners with us that aren't asleep.
Okay, are we doing more questions?
Okay. Yeah, do 2 more. Okay. At FHR.RD, should he get the call? Would Ollie consider a career as World Cup downhill presenter?
The poison chalice, they call it. Would I ever?
So.
Absolutely not. How could you possibly do it after Warner? It's a difficult man to follow. That would be. I have no real aspirations to be a commentator. I'm going to be honest. I really think that skill is a real skill and one that I don't have. I don't have good memory recall on facts and shit like that. Would you do it if you got approached?
No, I don't want that pressure. I don't want the pressure either, dude. Like, what? I just wouldn't enjoy. I mean, they're gonna cut a fat check, right? Fat wedge. They're gonna cut it, but I just don't want to. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to travel. I don't want to go to races really that much. Not to sit in a box and watch it on TV. I go to races and hang out and see it from the side of the track.
Yeah,
mate. I don't know. Am I off on that? I don't know. I just don't. I wouldn't like. No.
Do you know what I think it is?
Yeah.
I think it's. I think with a lot of jobs, you just think that is cushy. That is the dream. And then I think the moment that someone. The moment changes even when I do this. Say that again, Davey?
Oh, it's tough now.
Yeah, innit?
Yeah,
so
really
how
tough.
does that work? Why is this any different? Oh, if you could just drink that. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. Okay, yeah, nice smile for the camera.
It adds something. It adds something.
Does. Why, I don't know. But yeah, I think... Never say never, obviously.
Do you think?
But I think it's.
Do you think you're better at this stuff since doing the podcast more regularly? Like, talk. Do you feel like, because you've always done little bits? We always joke about some of the stuff you do for Focus is more like acting.
Yeah.
Do you think you've got better? And the reason I ask this is because when I watched the thing of me on TV with my dad the other day, he doesn't really know about TV presenting or anything, but he was like, "You're really good at talking in that. Like, you're really clear. You're really on point." And I was like, I never even thought that maybe doing this maybe for years might have helped. I don't know.
It absolutely has to. It has to, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way. Subconsciously, I think the podcast does help. Yeah, and I think doing those focus projects, obviously, it's just you have no choice but to. Obviously, it's always a lovely environment and it's amazing, but just when you have that many people, that I must have got better at it. I definitely have got better at it than when I was a kid, for sure.
Right. I'm looking forward to seeing it, man. Especially this new one that you've been working on.
Great, yeah.
That probably can't talk about, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
They're always, I'm very lucky to get to do those things, but they're definitely harder than possibly they seem. That's what I would say about anything like that. I've got a lot more respect since doing all those adverts than for actors than I used to, for sure.
Oh yeah, I bet it's fucking hard, dude. You know what? We did a sax project a few years ago with JD Sports. We probably shared it on here actually. It was like it was about challenging men. Oh god, I can't remember what it's called now. Challenging everyday discomfort, I think it was called. It's like getting men to talk about mental health. And we had someone come who's been a guest on the podcast called Tim Warwood. He was the host, and watching that gave me a whole new respect for presenting. Not saying he wasn't prepared, but he'd not done much like asking them about questions or anything, but he sat down and he just went into the mode. It was just like, boom, and everything was a hit. There was no like stumbling over words. There was nothing, dude. It was just like hit after hit after hit after hit after take. And I was like, that's what you pay these guys for. And no doubt, Warner and those guys are the same when they go on set and they're asked to say something and it's like, it's not stumbled, you're just saying it. You're looking at the camera properly. You're not looking all over, looking behind it, looking at the floor.
It's good, isn't it?
It's impressive, dude. Yeah. It is impressive. So, yeah. What else we got? Okay. Last one. Okay.
It's the last one of the show.
All right. It's a podium picks, but we'll fire through it.
Podium picks, this is it.
It's a good one to end on. At Don Walcott. Especially talking of Warner. Podium picks, how to eat eggs.
Oh, brilliant.
Let's fucking go, Con.
Brilliant.
Let's go!
Brilliant podium picks. Who should go first out of us two?
Don't mind. How about we go one each? Boom, 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 and then we get to number one. Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
That was useless. I'll just go first.
Yeah, right. Just go first.
All right, for me,
virtual rock paper scissors, folks, with a delay, and we still got it wrong.
That was awful. I'm gonna go with in third place. I'm gonna go with scrambled.
Okay.
I like a scrambled egg. You can have it with. I like a scrambled egg without sounding too much like a soft southerner, as you would say. I like it with smoked salmon. And that's how I like it, all right? I don't feel guilty about that. That's how I like it. Scrambled egg, smoked salmon. Davey.
All right, I'll keep it northern then. For my third pick, I'm going to go your standard fried egg.
Yeah.
I'm going to get standard fried egg. It's fried in a little bit of probably like some pretty not so good oil, like crisper or some shit like that. And it's on a full English. And you just like, it's all right. I get what it is, but there's better ways of presenting this piece of food to me.
Yeah, so this is very much a bronze medal. Or... It isn't a bronze medal. Maybe what we're talking about is like in the field of 3, the fried egg came third.
Came 3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got you.
Yeah.
Number 2 for me is omelette, and an omelette is largely because I really like the fact that you can add so many different other flavors. My omelettes always go wrong, and they just sort of turn into like a big fucking mess of spinach and.
Scrambled egg.
Basically, yeah. Shit, yeah. It's like a solid, yeah. So omelette is second for me.
Okay. I'm going to throw a curveball in now. I'm going to go another way to eat eggs, which people might not necessarily think of, but I do like, is I do put them in protein shakes.
Okay, yeah. Just raw dog them.
Raw egg.
Dog them.
Yeah,
nice.
raw egg. Right. Yeah. So raw is my number 2.
When you say you like it, what about it do you like? Because when you're talking about the texture, it gets a bit dicey. When you're talking about the taste, I don't know what there is to like, but I'm intrigued.
No, I don't. So I do this. So this is my thing to. I don't have it all the time, but I do feel like once every 2 weeks I'll probably do this.
Yeah.
So I'll crack an egg into a protein shaker. I'll shut the lid and I'll shake it real hard and make it almost like scrambled egg, but not cooked. Just gotta shake it, and then I'll put some water in or some milk, and then I'll put some protein powder in, and then I'll shake it, and then I'll just neck it.
There you go.
Yeah,
like it.
I'm not like a savage that's just cracking them in glasses. Some people do that, right? It's like Liver King, cracks them in glasses and just jugs them down.
Yeah,
not about that life.
Not about that, no. All right.
No. What's your number one, man? I'm excited
I like
to hear
to
it.
freeze eggs and put them in my number one is I'm gonna go with poached eggs. I like a poached egg, and I like it done by someone else. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking around with all that shit. I just fuck it up too easy. I like a poached egg that someone else has made. I always do soft boiled eggs because it's just my way of being able to manage a poached egg. But people have the machines, and then people put vinegar in, and they make a swirly, and that's the good people can do that, and I like poached eggs.
Nice, that's a good one. I'm going to just go back to the childhood, dude. I'm going to go hard-boiled eggs, crack the top off, some soldiers, dip them in, a little bit of salt and pepper on that bread.
Dippy egg.
That goes hard.
Dippy egg done.
That goes hard. Dippy egg. That wouldn't normally be my number one, but I'm just going to throw it out there because it's just different.
Yeah, it's just different.
I like to be a little bit controversial. So let's hear it down below, folks. You know how to play the game by now, right? You know how to play the game. What are your 3 best top ways of eating eggs?
Yeah, the eggy podium picks. The egg podium. The eggdium.
The egg
podium. Let's stick with egg podium.
Egg podium.
On that eggshell.
And that's
It's been lovely having you along. Episode.
He got it. He brought it back.
Episode 70 of the Tios. The Ride Companion is complete. Thanks for listening.
It's been exquisite.
It's been
thank you, everyone.
Cracking episode. Loved it. We've had so many yolks. It's been alright.
Oh man! All right, chick. Let's wrap this thing up.
We are pathetic blokes. Peace
and love. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you. So here we are at the end of the podcast, and we would love to keep in touch with you. So don't forget, follow The Ride Companion on Instagram. It's at The Ride Companion. If you just want to follow Olly, it's at OW_23. And of course, here are some clips that we think you might like. And up there, you can subscribe to the channel. We'd appreciate it. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching or listening. Have a great one. Peace.